Hello Pisces, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, but today we will do your love card reading for the sign of Pisces. But before we start, I all want to wish you happy holidays. I hope you have a very healthy year. And of course, I wish you a very financially prosperous year. Now, coming back to the love card reading, as always, we will do four love card readings for the sign of Pisces for the month of December. And these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. Now, the four objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This subject of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current love situation. However, if the video and the related object does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that are directly connected in the same session. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. Anyway, the matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. Also, I want to add, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below. And of course, if I have time, I will reply on them. So, Pisces, here we go for your short love card reading with the triplet for the month of December. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your love card reading for the month of December 2021 for the shell or the water group. As the first card here, we see the letter, and we combine this then with the ring. This is a triplet tree short card reading that we are doing here. If you want more information, check out my website or the site here in YouTube, where you can find the very extensive card reading for the whole month. Anyway, coming back here to the card reading, the first card is the letter in combination with the ring. This points to an agreement that we probably have with our loved one, but also in many cases, this points to our work. It points that our work is developing in a very serious way, and also our love life is developing in a serious way. Why? Because the letter is a substantial document. It's like we can compare it with a degree, with a bond, something that you can translate in money. So it means that this relationship, it has value for us, it's important for us. Possibly also, if you are about to come in the next stage of your relationship, this sometimes can point to a contract, like for instance, a marriage contract. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, serious promises are made, serious contracts are made, and everything is probably gonna be written down like a contract. There are contract documents, maybe in some documents for marriage, there is specificities that mention what is yours, what is mine, things that are specific to the individual, and then there is the common. This is for giving an example only. Anyway, here we see we make contracts with each other, we make agreements with each other. There's a lot of communication, serious communication. There is a very strong focus here on the relationship, because the clouds can focus on something here. Here we see there is commitment from both parties here. There's a lot of information that is shared, that everybody is clear about what. Anyway, also it's possible that we communicate with certain groups about this, maybe with our family members, maybe with people around us, to know exactly where we are. Then we have the ring and the clouds here. Here this points, maybe this agreement or this contract, it's not easy to make, and it's not clear for everybody here what is going to happen. Maybe this contract leads to certain stress situation, to certain relationship problems. This is what we see here. If in another way, this could also point that there are maybe loyalty problems in the relationship. Maybe everything is not sincere in the relationship. Maybe these things here are called in questions. Here we see that maybe due to these, maybe one of both parties here is not very focused. This is possible, although the other one has a very strong focus. or this could be related to the contract as we saw earlier. Here, this points that maybe the contracts may shake things a little bit. It may test us out how stable our relationship is. If we are already married, here this points to a marriage with highs and lows. One day it's very good, the next day we are confused, the next day we are buddying up again. Here this is like high and low. We are not certain. Sometimes it confuses us. Maybe it makes us suspicious for the wrong reasons, maybe for the right reasons. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that you feel in the relationship, if you want to go to a next level, that you have competitors here, that you have rivals here with this combination. There's a kind of insecurity here hanging here with this combination. Maybe there's some secrets in the relationship that are not clear. Or maybe you agree there is a mutual misunderstanding here. This is what we are seeing here. And maybe in some fronts of this relationship, you are unable to commit or connect to each other. Then we have the letter and the clouds. We're going to mirror the cards now here. Here we see that some news is coming to us, and it's not the news that we expected. Here, probably this news is about the contract. It could be about our work. Maybe there's something wrong with our work also. Here, maybe our work situation is not clear. It confuses us, and it puts some stress on the relationship, and it put maybe things on the roll that we did not foresee. Maybe we incalculated certain things, and there's instability in our work, and this influences our relationship and possibly a contract. If this is a business contract here, also things are shaky here. Anyway, there is some sadness here with this combination. Maybe there are some setbacks, temporary setbacks here, and maybe we need to wait it out. With the ring, sometimes the ring comes back. So it means that probably we need to reevaluate this whole paper situation, this whole thing about the relationship. It doesn't mean that necessarily there's a breakup, but here we build a bridge. And the bridge has a purpose. So we evaluate this relationship. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also, I didn't mention this here, this also points to records. Maybe we put something here on the record or make something for the record. It's possible that you discover certain things about this contract. Maybe you go to a certain person for checking out what this contract really means, and you are a little bit shaken up about this. And this is not what you expected from it. This is possible also with this combination. It could mean on the relationship front, but also on the business fronts here. Here you want to make everything clear, and maybe you misunderstood some things. And when you visit a certain person, a lawyer or somebody who is connected to marriage contract, he tells you, ma'am, sir, it's like this or that. Do you realize this? And maybe you didn't see it that way. So this is what we could have here on contractual basis, or also on a relationship basis. Anyway, maybe you find this whole thing a little bit boring, but nevertheless, it's very important here that we are very focused here on this combination. We need to follow this conversation here, and we need to follow here the consequences. Anyway, pieces for the 4 pieces for the shell or water group. This is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short love card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all for love, just check the other 3 that are following here, and you can also watch the very extensive Lenormand card readings for the whole month there on my channel. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello, pieces, and welcome to the Aerosol or the air group for your short love card reading, Lenormand love card reading for December 2021. As the first card here, we see the heart, and we see this next to the sit. Here, this is that there are sudden changes in the relationship. Sometimes this points to a heartbreak. Here, possibly there is a kind of breakup that we are seeing here. Physically also, it could mean that we have heartache about certain conditions in our relationship. Sometimes this points to a final break between lovers, but not always. Or we could end the relationship with certain reasons. Maybe we cannot be in this relationship here due to physical difficulties, or we decide we want to go out this relationship out of physical difficulties. Anyway, this can point to a broken heart. Also, the relationship might be disconnected for other reasons here. This is what we are seeing here, or we are unable to connect with each other or we feel that we are not connected enough in depth, and that's why we end this romantic relationship. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we take stock here of our feelings. We want to put them in the right side. We want to justify ourselves. We want to make sure that it's all right before we continue or discontinue. In this case, high likely discontinue. Anyway, here we need to see that we need to take important steps before we go to the next level. Some things need to be serious worked out here if we want to continue here. Here we see that we need to come clean. We need to clean the roots if we want to continue this relationship. Here, there is a kind of discontinuation here. But also there is passion here. So here there's confusion, and maybe because of we are soft-hearted, we want to connect more to this person, but maybe for a reason it's not possible here. Anyway, this can also point that we are dangerously in love and we want more, but maybe it's not possible. We don't see things as we should see them. Then we have the sit and the tree. Here it's possible. This can go two ways. It's possible that if we come clear with ourselves and with the potential partner, that we uproot this relationship. This is one way to see, but here some things need literally to cut off. It's like we have some bush in our garden and the bush becomes too big, so we need to cut some. Or we take the bush out and we cut some roots so we can grow anymore. So here we see some things that are no longer necessary, we'll eliminate them here. There's a sudden development, a change here in the relationship, and it takes a lot of energy out of it here also. This is what we are seeing here. On the physical front there, on our person, it's possible also, this is in a different context, but I want to mention it also. Here, it's possible that we do some tests regarding to our body here. Maybe some sophisticated medical procedures are tested out if we really need this. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, as I said here, it's possible that we are confronted here with certain heartaches, with certain pains here. It could have this relationship could have a draining stress on yourself here. It's like we lose strength here. This is what we are seeing here. But here it tells us also that we need to take very good care of our health. We cannot let ourselves slip away. We need to make sure that we stay in good condition, even though if we would be very heavily infatuated or in love. It's possible that also, this is another angle here, that somebody that you were in love, but suddenly this relationship, it's like the person, he pulls the rug from under you. You cannot be in this relationship and you become all shaky. And there are some painful experiences here that we are seeing here. And maybe we are unable to reconnect. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe one of the persons is quite conservative. Maybe he's not able to adjust to the other person, and maybe the other person goes in another level. Maybe you are the one going into the next level and your partner cannot follow. This could be a mental level that you are undergoing. Maybe you come in a different phase of your life. This is what we are seeing here. And the partner or the potential partner, whom we are deeply in love with, he cannot follow our ideas. He wants to stay as he or she is, or the situation is reversed. This is what we are seeing here. There's some conservativity here that cuts us off. It also could be that for the moment, for the time being, we have less life energy here. It's like something is draining our, especially female energy. If you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but you feel here something out of your life is taken away, it's cut off. You feel more, less alive, because this is the tree of life. So we feel less alive here. It's like we cannot transfer the energy into our body. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here we see also that it could be that we come in the next stage of our life, and suddenly we discover that or we decide that we don't want children anymore, or for some reason we could not have children anymore. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe we go in the next phase of our life. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe we go in the menopause here, or the penopause here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, you could also feel disconnected from other people around you. This is what we are seeing here. And it's like you feel that you're on your own. It's like your heart is on its own, and it's difficult here. And this could cause you also heartache, heart pain, because you're alone. Then we're gonna mirror the heart and the tree. Here we see, if we want, we can reconnect here. And also our health would improve with this combination, and we are recovering from this difficult situation. So after these love difficulties and this time of being alone, the next step here, that is, we are recovering, because this is the heart and the tree is a recovering combination. Anyway, if you go in nature in general, you take a step out, you take a walk, you put some energy in nature, you go for a walk, whatever you do, you will come to yourself, you will come to your senses here. If you go in the forest, if you go into nature, if you take a walk here, it's sometimes good for clearing our mind, and it could give us a very clear, neutral point of view how this relationship it is, how strong or how weak it is. We need to let it go, or we reconnect. But sometimes this is that we disconnect here for certain reasons. Anyway, there was, maybe for a long time, there was a strong connection here, but maybe this connection, it's time to move on here, even though there was a love for. But here also it tells us that we need to accept our own body, we need to take care of our body, and maybe in a better way. Sometimes also this can point maybe that we need to lose some weight, we need to be healthier, we need to walk more, we need to eat healthier. This is what here we need to here implement love for our own body, because it's our vehicle here. We need to be careful for it here. So sometimes also it means that we like gardening, we like to garden around, we like our animals around here. This is what we are seeing here, and this could sometimes be a help if we have animals around, also for helping us in difficult times. Anyway, you need to be gentle here and taking care of your body. Pisces, for the air group, this is all for this month for the short card reading. If you want more information over the whole month, you just check the card readings that I do for the sign of Pisces each month. There, it's a 9-card reading. This is a triplet, so you can find a lot of information in that reading for the month to come, for yourself, for your love, and there is much more combinations that I make more, and you will find more information there. Anyway, Pisces, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to the Stone Group for your for your love card reading for December 2021. As the first card here, we see the person card. I get one of both out, so I put them both there. Why? Because we do a general reading here. So I take the person card here. The person card is a neutral card, and so it means it applies on both genders. The reading is too small here for going into gender specifics. Anyway, the person card and the heart, it means that here we have a very dear friend, a person who is very close to our heart. This could be a partner, a lover, admirer. Mostly it's both ways, especially with the moon here. Anyway, here we see that this relationship, we are very infatuated with this combination. Sometimes also this is the next step in a relationship, meaning there could be an engagement announced, or this relationship is quite new. There's a passionate lover coming into our life. There's open emotionality here. Also, we are having deep conversations, because the moon can be a deep psychological card. So there could be very deep, not only conversations about love, but also we need to feel what we have in common here, the common roots where we come from here. Maybe our partner reminds us of our father or our mother here, and we talk about that, about the similarities here, and sometimes it could be a little bit confusing here that we are seeing here. Anyway, there's romance here, there's infatuation here, there's affection towards each other. These people are gentle towards each other. This is what we are seeing here. We need to be careful also not to be too soft-hearted. Also, there's forgiveness in the relationship. One of both partners or both partners are very generous also towards each other here. This is what we are seeing here. There's charity towards each other, or altruism from the partners towards each other. And also here they are merciful here. They forgive each other if there are problems in the relationship. The man cares for the woman and the woman cares for the man, and there is solace here between the two partners. Anyway, this points that these people are in love with each other. Then we have the heart and the moon. Here, this points to very deep emotions with each other. There's a kind of fulfillment here that we are seeing here. We are kindness, giving towards each other. It's possible also that we are connected on the creative front, on the work front, because sometimes the moon is the work. Maybe we met each other on the work, or in some field of a hobby, of a creation, something that we created, something that we are good in and that we learned. And maybe we connected with the partner, or we connected with the partner in that way. So here it's possible here. Here also that it's possible that one of both is very high, or both are very high respected in their work. And this respect, it goes in a mutual admiration towards each other here. This is what we are seeing here. If we had certain doubts, even though we are a little bit moody, we let go of these doubts, because the moon can be a little bit moody here. Anyway, the love wish comes true here. This is what we are seeing here. We are creative here, also on our work. Also, there's a very strong, deep connection with our work. Maybe we feel also emotionally connected to the work of our partner. We find some feelings in there, we find some emotions, we find pieces of ourselves in there. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this points to beautiful evenings together with the partner. There is romance, there is affection here with each other. Anyway, you could also be both interested in the occult, things from the other side. If you would not be watching this card reading. Anyway, there's an attraction here towards that also. Anyway, you feel a soulful connection here with the lover. There's tenderness, there's compassion here. There are romantic nights here. Even if we are sad, for some reason, the partner brings us comfort here with this combination. This is a profound love, and there's also an empathy. Sometimes the moon is also quiet, and he's gentle. So here, it's like if we are each other, we don't need necessarily to communicate. It's like we feel the situation here with each other. Then we have the person card and the moon. Here we see that this person is probably very good and in his profession. As I said, sometimes maybe a little bit moody, one of the persons both here. There's an invitation. One of the partners invites the other. If you are not yet partners, you will get an invitation here. And of course, the intention here with the heart is for love here. We are invited, we get a romantic invitation here. If we have this contact, or we go into this invitation, which we should, we will see here that we meet a partner with a lot of depth here. If we are not yet engaged, but if we are married already, we know here that there is a certain depth in the relationship. There's artisticity here in the relationship. It's possible also that our partner is strongly connected to the people, because here we have the card of the people, of the collective. So our partner in somehow is strongly connected to to the collective. This points also that the relationship is very hormonal. So here also be careful if you have no intentions of getting pregnant or making your wife or girlfriend pregnant here. We need to be careful here because there's a lot of hormones here going on, especially with the moon here. This is what we see here. Anyway, we spend nights together, romantic nights, love nights together. There is rest. We find rest with each other here. If we are tired, we can find rest with our partners here. This is what we are seeing with this combination. Also, we could feel intuitively towards our partner. It's possible that one of both partners or both of them are very spiritual. So Pisces, for the stone group, this is all for now. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short love card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are directly connected. And if you want more information about your love life and your whole life, please check the monthly card readings, which are very much in depth for the months to come. Anyway, Pisces, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you and bye-bye for now. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to the fire group or the matches group for your short triplet 3-card reading for your love life. As the first card here combined with the second, we see the ring here and the crossroads. So here we see that probably we are in the crossroads in our relationship. Probably we need to make certain decisions, important decisions. If this relationship would not turn into friendship, maybe one of both lovers here, it wants it to turn into a friendship. Maybe there's some reasons there. Maybe there's some obligations for making this choice because it puts us literally in front of choices here. The crossroads make us choices, but also with the ring, it means that the bridge is still there. The ring is a bridge to the relationship. So it's possible that we choose, but we still stay connected with the partner here. This is what we are seeing, but maybe for some reasons, we need to change this relationship. In another way, this is then a different point of view. This could be the beginning, that we lay the bridge towards a partner for a new relationship. Here, we come in front of the crossroads, and after the crossroads, there is the bridge, and the friend becomes a relationship. He becomes a lover or somebody who is close to us. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that both partners were a little bit distant towards to each other, but now here this friendship can grow into a love, or reverse, we decided to go in a more distant way from each other. We want to turn this relationship into a partner. Since we have so few cards here, I don't see anything here about divorces, but this could also mean there's a temporary separation of the partners for some reasons, maybe for work reasons, maybe for other reasons. Sometimes the ring is the work, so maybe these partners cannot be with each other due to reasons of the work. But if you want all information, just check the extensive 9-card readings that you find on my channel. Anyway, here we see there's choice in partners. That's a different angle. It's possible that we have a lot of offers. Here, this card is ruled by Venus. So it means maybe that this partner has several offers from other partners, and she's about to decide, she or he is about to decide if staying in this relationship, go in here. It's like the commitments here could be flexible. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we are discovering certain roadmaps, and we are deciding where we need to go. We deliberate. Are we becoming friends? Are we becoming lovers here? There are choices here, promises here that we are balancing out here, because the ring is about balance. It's ruled by Venus, so it balances here. Sometimes Venus, she has difficulties for deciding in or out. Once she's in, she wants to stay. When she's not yet in, she decides, am I going or am I not going? Especially with the crossroads here, it could be a little bit difficult and bring confusion for this decision. It could literally create delays here. It's like you don't know what to decide, and it's like you delay it. You don't know what to do here. Then we have the crossroads and the dog. Here it points, first we go into that one, this points also to our friendships. It's possible here that our friendships our relationship with certain friends is about to change. There's maybe some maybe due to reasons of work, our friendship change, or maybe our relationships are a little bit unbalanced. Maybe we don't want to follow our friends anymore. Maybe we want to go our unique path, and we come in a split, and we decide to take some distance with the friends. It doesn't mean that the bridge is not there, because the bridge is still there, but maybe we take some distance of certain friends for certain reasons. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe we don't want to follow anymore, or maybe reverse, we want to follow the friends more. We decide to come closer, maybe because we take a break from the relationship. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there are good decisions here related to friends. We will try to make a balance here for choosing friends. It points also that new friends could come into our life. We choose our friends, we choose the bridges that we build. On another way, it's a total different angle. If you are about to decide for a pet, here we decide that maybe we are in this decision for taking a pet here. This is what we are seeing here. And probably in your eyes, this pet is quite pretty. You are very sensitive for the beauty of the pet, or that the pet is beautiful in your eyes. Anyway, this combination points, you get a feeling over you. Oh, do I really need to make up my mind, but I don't want to. Here, this is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, this points also that probably for certain things, it's like that we want the other to decide. It's like we wait for a certain permission, but maybe this permission needs to come out of ourselves. It's like here we are looking for approval. It could be also that we are connecting with our friends and that we ask, what do you think? This is what we are seeing here, but eventually this leads to ambivalence, and we need to decide if we want to decide here. But maybe we are looking for a supporting angle. This is possible also, but eventually it's our decision. We need to decide. It's not necessarily so that the decision in a certain love would be positive from if we take the decision of the friend. We need to make our own decision here, but here we see that we are hesitant. Then we have the ring and the dog on itself. Here we see here we see that this love, this relationship grows from love into a relationship, or it goes into friendship here. Anyway, there's a very strong bond here. This person could be really your best friend. You are faithful to each other. There are promises made. You agree in many areas of life. There's a kind of unwavering loyalty here towards these people. But anyway, for some reason, we are there confronted with the crossroads here with this combination. But for some reason, it might not be possible to make the bridge for now. Anyway, it doesn't mean that you don't support each other, because you do. There's solidarity here. There's admiration towards each other, and you are really closely connected. So here, the crossroads is a very difficult card in relationship. It means that you need to decide. And with Venus here, sometimes she has difficulties to make up her mind. Venus as a goddess then inside ourselves. I mean, this works for man and women. Here, Venus works for both parties. But here we see on the friendship front, there is no issue. Anyway, Pisces, for the fire group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this confusing choice love card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading you think it don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are directly connected to it. If you want more extensive information, check the 9 card readings that I do very much in depth for your sign each month on my channel. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my extensive videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.